truly are orienting your life around GoddessV, you don't have to worry about things anymore like if your breast size, penis size, things like the difficulties of life, because GoddessV gives life meaning. That's the vulva. That gives us a sense of orientation of what is really going on, who we are. So, for example, let's say and by the way, hurt people. So when people make a rude comment, like let's say a guy makes reference to a woman's breast size or makes a joke, or a woman makes a reference, or another guy makes a reference to another guy's penis size. All you say when you hear something like that is, GoddessV, I worship GoddessV. Like GoddessV should be a kind of a chant. Like, you know how when some people see bad things or or unfriendly people, they just do this like chant to themselves. It's this repetitive chant of I am, God will protect me, or whatever it is. They do some type of a Buddhist repetitive mantra, like whatever that is. So whatever the case may be, all you have to do is repeat the mantra. Like if somebody, let's say some lady said, makes a rude reference to a guy's penis. What I would say is, GoddessV is the center of my life, and I would encourage you, if when you get married, to consider, if your husband wants you to display your vulva, because if someone's giving reference to your genitals, then that allows you to make reference to theirs, and then say, I'm sure you have a beautiful vulva, because that's a nice compliment to say, and then say, if you consider displaying it, that would be, I can only do good. And displaying obviously in a safe setting. A lot of these strip clubs are filthy, dirty, and have their dens of prostitution, and there's no love there. But there is love. There is. Yeah, it's your boy AC. Holla at your girl. So and then it's just the same. If a man says a rude comment about a woman's breasts, then she can say, well, I worship GoddessV, vulva. And that's what's important to me. And as a man, you should be more interested in vulva than breasts, because breasts are for babies. And the thing about breasts is it's just like these sacks of fat, and they're, they sag, and they kind of get in the way of things. They may be visually stimulating, but okay. And so again, vulva transcends everything. Like it transcends the very nature of the sexual act. And the fucking wait for it. Wait for it. Tech. Oh, yeah. Better. Tech. Yes, Tech. Come on, everyone push in the chat. Push. Woo. Come on, Tech. I'm counting on you here, dude. All right, so yeah, GoddessV, right? So the way you know, GoddessV is the only source of peace. Like, you can't have peace unless you worship GoddessV. That's why there's conflict in the world. There's people who are neglecting to treat women as sacred. When you say you worship GoddessV, it has to be under the auspices of the Shield Heart guidelines, because, you know, people will say, oh, well, you can't just make up a religion. Well, actually, that's how religions are made, and ideologies. They're crafted often just by one or a small group of people, and they're designed to, they're designed to make life more tolerable. So and other things you can do to challenge people are say, well, I agree that there's nothing more attractive than vulva, right? And so, and here's another thing. Back to, like, if you watch yesterday's live streams, I made some really compelling points, I would say, about the idea of truth, the pursuit of truth. And so one truth is challenging people, like, do they worship GoddessV? Do they believe in, do they want no premarital intimacy? Like, that's, and because people will make all these, right? They'll make all these statements like, you know, they'll say that I can't. They'll say they can't do. They'll say things like, they're try to make fun of what I'm saying, or, you know, act like they're the path of marriage, like they're trying to figure it out. They'll use all these ambiguous language, and yeah. Yeah, they'll say stuff like, Okay, so here's something I've observed. When with people who are offensive, like you either work with them